Hey James, how are you doing?
I'm doing good, Michelle. Happy Thursday to you.
Good, 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 good. Listen, everybody, this is James Kynes, and he is a commercial real estate broker who is going to do a class at 999 Whitlock Avenue next Wednesday from 10 to 2, a 3-hour CE class on the introduction to commercial real estate, specifically designed for residential agents, so that we can learn how to not leave any dollars on the table, how we could better help our clients who we have assisted in buying their homes that have interest in, maybe starting businesses and things like that where they need commercial properties. And we tend to not jump into that space when we didn't know that we could if we partner up with the right people and understand how that can work. So what that does for us, for me, I'm thinking, oh my God, I can be really a one-stop shop and be that trusted advisor thoroughly for my clients. And so I just asked James to get on to make sure that the rest of our residential agents out here understand the benefit of learning some basics about commercial real estate. Not that we're trying to be that, but just so we are what conversant for our clients. So James, tell us how you can help us to bridge this gap.
Thanks a lot, Michelle, for the opportunity to partner with you all to bring this information to the real estate school there at your office. I'm really excited about the opportunity to bring the information to you. I think one of the things is very important for a lot of the agents to know, residential agents primarily, is that I was similarly in that boat as many of you all that was operating in a general capacity, working with clients showing homes as well as I had some clients that were actually business owners as well, that I was able to assist in helping them find locations for their businesses as well. So I just think like being able to bring the perspective from someone who was actual, general enough and
Mm,
worked and operated in a residential capacity, to someone now who has, relatively made a complete transition into like the commercial world, and understanding like how challenging it was to find like classes and information, and understanding like when I was working in that capacity as a general agent, just being able to corral that knowledge and information, how it probably could have helped me have better conversations with my prospective clients, or my prospects, who were in need of an office space, or a retail space, or somewhere to open up their business. So I'm just very thankful to have gone through that gambit of the process of growth, to gather enough information to launch out into that deep aspect of becoming a commercial broker. And now being able to transition and disseminate information into like other agents, who were similar to me, so that they can just have more weaponry in their toolbox when it comes to providing service for their clients.
Let me tell you something, James. This class, we saw it so valuable that our school's called the Institute for Community Pros. And the reason that the school was named for community pros over 10 years ago is because we understood that we need to make sure that agents are trained to be a professional, a pro at what we're doing for our communities. We
Right.
wholeheartedly believe that. And in this moment in our residential industry, with everybody knows what's going on out here with court cases and everything, that the more prepared that residential agent is to be that trusted advisor to the client, to earn their trust, to earn their business, for them to hire us is going to be invaluable. Listen, there is absolutely no doubt the more that you have in your arsenal, in your weaponry, as he said, in your toolkit, to be conversant on a variety of things. I didn't say I had to be an expert in everything, but I need to be conversant and I need to have the resources to be able to help the clients that I touch. When they see that I have the resources and at least understand the language they're talking about, even though they came to me to help them find a house, whether it was a owner occupied house or investment property. But now they say, I'm getting ready to open up a barbershop. I'm getting ready. I need to get a warehouse to store XYZ. I'm not sitting there looking like a deer in the headlights. When I am able to have a conversation, I'm thinking about how much power this is getting ready to give me, that I can now even be able to say, I can help you with your light commercial, your commercial. Because why? Because I understand and I know how to get my partnership going so that I
Absolutely.
can refer that off. So,
Absolutely.
wow, today with what's going on out here about our commissions, y'all, I don't need to
I
say
think,
more.
and you hit the nail. I think, Michele, you hit the nail on the head. It's like, you know, once you come to the understanding that you don't have to know it all, but you need to know enough to know who knows what, so that you now can leverage your resources. I don't care what aspect of the industry you in, like whether it's residential, whether it's commercial, whether it's property management, whether you're in any other type of industry. Like, the name of the game, if you're going to continue to do successful business moving forward, especially in this climate, especially in this economy, especially with all the stuff that's going on, it's based on relationships. Like, you better have some resources, or some human resources at your disposal, in order for you to execute some of the visions and dreams that you have floating around in your mind. So, this class definitely will provide that whole the roadmap of understanding, like, who you would need to be creating relationships with based on what your clients' aspirations and desires are to move forward, so that you'll know, who would I need to call? Who's gonna make you look like the professional that you desire to look like, in the sense that if you have to refer them out to somebody, you want to make sure that you're referring them out to somebody who's going to make you look good in that transaction at the end of the day, because that adds credibility to you. So, we definitely want to enlighten you to just understanding, like, who these players are on this level of the game. Again, it's like Michele said, like you saying that, hey, I want to be a commercial agent. You may eventually decide that may be a path for you, but at the end of the day, just knowing who to reach out to in any certain circumstance or situation is very, very important for your success moving forward in this particular market, in this niche right now.
I mean, James, like you said, it's all about relationships, because the same way that I'm looking to establish and create the relationship with the commercial broker, so that I can better serve my clients from the residential side, the same is true for them. Because if I'm making relationship with my commercial broker and their focus is on commercial, that by the same token, their commercial clients will be looking for houses, and they can understand how I move, and then, or how you may move when you create your relationship. That is like, okay, this could be a two-way referral going back and forth. It works both ways, right? Like, so I don't need to be the commercial broker if I've got my relationships. And then at the same token, if I don't get this knowledge, then I won't even be able to offer to my clients and let my clients know all the different ways that I can help them. And again, back to what's going on today, everybody who's flipping out because the internet is going crazy, the media is just hyperventilating and misrepresenting, in some cases, the way things have been. But to really show our value and that we are way more than a door opener, right? Like the other day, I looked up and I have 343 tasks, responsibilities that a buyer's agent in residential does. But that even doesn't include all these other specializations that I can add to my arsenal to say, this is why, what makes Michele different than the next agent that just, is not perfecting her craft.
Right.
So let me ask you this.
Mm-hmm.
What are some of the things that we can look forward to you covering in that class next Wednesday?
So that's a good question. So I think some of the main points, we're going to get a better understanding about, technically what commercial real estate is. We're going to get a better understanding about, like, commercial real estate asset types. We're going to get a better understanding about asset class types. We're going to get a better understanding about who are tenant rep brokers, who are landlord rep brokers, who they represent, as well as, like you just described, who they actually some of the roles that they play in their clients' lives, based off of what they operate on. And if we have time, we may get into some investment sale aspect of it, which is more of an investment side of it. We're not going to dive too deep on the investments because that's another class in itself, a whole different lesson. But you know, and I think that's one of the important parts about how starting at the principles, because some of the classes they start out talking about the investments, but a lot of people don't even really know what the investments look like. They don't even know how to source the types of investments because they don't have an understanding of the class asset types or the class types of how that even looks. So so we may dive into that. And if we don't dive into that, get into the investment sales side of things, then please believe, like Michele talked to me about when we first talked about doing this, we got more classes coming. So
More classes
it's gonna
coming.
be, I've already got the outline out for the second class already, the third class I'm working on. So we got a great relationship building and brewing. And we're gonna make it happen. So definitely those are the first core topics that I think will get us to our first 3 hours moving forward.
Listen, everyone, this class is for who should attend. The person that wants to learn more about how they can infuse commercial real estate into their residential book of business. At the end of the day, someone that may have done a couple little deals that involved a property that, you know, crossed over into commercial, but really just did an OJT kind of thing and doesn't really have the principles down pat and really needs to, let's say, go and get those that foundational knowledge and then build upon that. That's who should attend. So anyone that is like, I don't want to leave anything on the table. And at this moment in our industry as residential agents, I want to be more valuable than the next person because I want to be that one that survives these big changes. They anticipate 50% of us will leave the market. Well, if you're one that says, I'm going to be the 50% that stays, I implore you to invest in yourself now before you need it so you can offer it. So you can say, I'm about this. So this is what my expansion is. This is what I look like when you're putting out there why you should be hired. Listen, I know I'm not speaking to an empty vat because everybody's flipping out right now. I'm giving you a pathway. So the link is right here with the post of this video for registration. Please click on that link. Please register. Invest in yourself. You got to pay to play. And this is going to the big time because only the strong's going to survive in 2024 and 2025 and beyond. So I want to make you one of the strong ones. Come join us with the Institute for Community Pros. The class will be held at 999 Whitlock Avenue, Suite 15 at Quality Solutions Global Incubator. And that is in Marietta. I don't care what part of the city you're in. We all drive because we're real estate agents. You can get in your car in ample time and get there. The class starts at 10 o'clock, so you won't even be in traffic. Don't miss this opportunity to have Mr. James Kynes, who was a residential agent like us, that is now doing commercial primarily, but he remembers our talk. He remembers how it goes, and he's going to bridge that gap for us. Come on and show up, and let's show out. Let's support this class so we can do the other classes in the series, and let's be ready. James, thank you for this time. We just wanted to do a quick highlight to everyone, and I'll see you all next Wednesday, and that date is
March 27th.
March 27th. From 10 to 2, you get 3 hours CE credits in Georgia. Thank you, James. I'll see you next week. Bye, everybody.
Yes, ma'am. Appreciate you.